sounded really. I don't know when we're live, so you know what? We'll wait 5 seconds and do a proper introduction. If people could hear us, then that ruins the whole thing. So let's give it 5 seconds. Hello, NXR. Welcome to Tier 2, Round 3 of Season 5. We're here in the Ardennes Forest in the beautiful Spa-Francorchamps. And I'm Jay Wall, your lead commentator for tonight, and joining me is...
Hello, I am joining Jay Wall. I'm back on the mic.
If you're a Tier 1 driver, you can turn off the race now, because you know it's going to be boring.
Lovely. Great start.
I'm sure it'll be such a good race. I mean, the Belgium never disappoints, does it? I need to keep remembering that I am actually, you know, that people can see what I'm seeing, so I can't really look on my phone or anything. I just leave it, so yeah, just need to remember that. I'm trying to get this.
There's going to be a lot of things forgotten by you this time.
Right. Let's get on board. Let's get on board with Luke.
Let's have a look. Who have we got on outlaps? Baby Douglas out on an outlap. Got Luke, like you said, on an outlap. Oil Prince on an outlap, but he won't get any screen time considering you're controlling the cameras. Shaman on an outlap.
You know what? Let's watch him. Let's watch Oil
On
Prince.
his
Happy
screens on
birthday,
an
mate.
outlap.
Happy birthday. Let's get on board with him. Happy 18th to Oil Prince today. So you know what? There's a bit of a birthday present. Let's get on board with him.
Do you know, is it actually his birthday or it just tricks
It is
me?
actually his birthday, yeah. No, it's
Okay.
actually his birthday. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting any Oil Prince time tonight.
That is true. You make a great point. I'm just checking if the sound's all good. They're all good. The sound is loud enough for them to hear.
That is great, and I will check if you
go.
included your audio because
I
I
have
think
included
that's
my
been
audio.
forgotten before.
Call me
You
out.
have to ask.
Call me out like that.
Now I have to say, I think Spa is my favourite track in motorsport. I think. I know it's such a basic opinion, but it's just perfect.
I think it's a bit of a controversial one, to be fair. If we look at the actual real life perspective of racing here, it's a bit controversial, but it made for a good Tier 1 race yesterday. Let's hope it can do the same for Tier 2 and the same for Tier 3 on Wednesday, fingers crossed. Luke is the
So we're on
first
board Oil
driver.
Prince into the source, getting quite close to that apex there on the inside, trying to get out as wide as he can. He does a good job of navigating that quite quickly on the power out.
Oh, there's a
so
yellow
far,
in sector
we've got a
3.
yellow flag. I think that is just traffic slowing down.
Oh, Benoit spun! Oh, he's hit the wall as well!
Oh god, is he still in?
He's still in, but
I don't know what that corner is called, so
he's hit the
anyone
wall.
want to put that in?
Apparently the
Can you
game
see when
sound,
Rose got?
the game sound is too loud.
We had this issue last time, so
So you might want to.
fix it.
I'm riding on board with Luke because he's on a lap at
Right,
the
there we
moment.
go. Let's get back on board on
Oh.
this lap through poo. Oh, he's invalidated. Right, let's cut to Luke then.
Someone has spun. Oh, Baby Douglas has spun.
Oh, not a great start for Baby Adopolis here in the Ardennes.
Moving out the way for Johan. Manoy is also on the grass. He's moved out the way for Raz, who is just about to start a lap.
Did you know that tanks can actually drive
Ah,
through
no,
the
no.
Ardennes forest? Did you know that?
No.
Because the French didn't either, so it's fine. And that's the first of the Belgium jokes that we're going to hear tonight, because I've got a few.
Alright, so no rain at all, apparently, is the word from Wiki. Luke's put in
And Luke goes
the
43
first lap
back.
of the session.
What's anyone on a lap here?
Would you like to have an
Come
interesting
on, let's
statistic for Tier 2 so far this season?
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear the interesting statistic.
This is courtesy of Brewmaster. He says, Ferrari are the only team to have had a driver on the podium in the previous races. That's with Johan first and second after his appeal removed his 5-second penalty. So Ferrari The only team to have had a driver on the
Oh,
podium
oh,
at the moment.
oh! Hurdle gets a massive, massive spin.
Whoa!
There. And losing it on the last corner.
Crazy
So let's just get on
Griefer
board
has
with-
set the fastest lap of 42.7.
Good evening, brothers. Hello, Mucker. Right, we're on board with Jeff
Hello,
Master
brothers.
Flash now.
Also got
With
CD.
140.
CD's in here.
Like the time to beat, and he doesn't. He's a 144 flat. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Crazy Griefer's gone for a 142.7. Johan and Luke have set the exact same time.
Oh my!
And Johan, who set it second, is in front, which really always annoys me.
A little bit annoyed. Hurdle getting a little bit onto the grass.
Right, let's try and switch. No, I need to remember to keep switching. I'm trying to find this one driver here.
Minoy
Yeah,
has
this is
invalidated his lap.
Raz is
Raz
going
is
to cross
second.
the line to go fourth
P4.
fastest. About a tenth off.
Yellow
Luke
in
and
sector
Johan.
1 and sector 2.
CD, you can't say J-Wall fan club after the heartbreak of the CD fan club have to take a sabbatical.
I know! CD Fangirl's taking a
I'm
sabbatical. CD, why would you do this to
I
us?
founded that. I founded that.
Yellow in
Thank
sector
you.
2.
Oh, Oilpin's just about catching that. That spin there, and he's P8 out of 10 drivers to set a lap, 2 of which had little spins. So he might be happy with that. and he
Minoy is
won't
on
make
another
safe.
lap in the Haas. He invalidated his
Get on
previous
board with
lap,
Minoy.
so he's going again.
Going in towards the Lecombe chicane. Not getting as close to the apex as perhaps he'd have liked at that first turn, but maybe playing it safe. He knows that Q1 is the most
Yellow in
at-risk
sector
session.
3. What have we got going on?
I think that's Baby Adopoulos. I'm not so sure. It could be crazy, but
Got
I know it's Crazy Griefer getting out the way, I think.
quite a few people on laps out front. Yoan's gone to the pit, same with Luke.
So we'll just stay on board with Minoy then. Wait for some other laps to come in on the board. Is that a car there that's just... I think that's just a Ferrari just getting out the way.
Jaff does a 43.6. It's a good lap. Petuardo's gone into the pits. Oil Prince has
Minoy
Oil
coming
Prince has
through into the
invalidated
last
his
sector.
lap.
Sector 117.2 for the second, coming out the second sector. So the cumulative second sector, shall we say, is a 117.2.
Air Force has taken this lap steady. He's invalidated. Baby Adopoulos has invalidated on his out lap.
Minoy's just playing this smart, playing it safe, getting to the line, setting a banker, I think. Goes for the 146.2, which is respectable because I think he's just going for that out lap.
I'm running on board with Jake because I believe Jake is on a lap.
About him. Let's go on board with Jake now then. It is. General Jake, I believe he is close towards the top of the standings, isn't he?
He is. He had a good result at France, obviously finishing P2 on the podium. So he's probably going to hope to keep that confidence going up and up into this race and hope for a good result here for him. CD saying the CD disc is broken.
That's not what you like to hear.
That's not
But
what
I'm
you like
sure
to hear.
the CD disc will get repaired and be back stronger than ever for season 6.
Of course. Hurdle saying, Hurdle was just so quick, the Cody's spun me so I couldn't go fastest by 5 seconds.
I believe that, you know. I think actually he was a
It's a great-
107 through the second sector, you know.
Then yeah, it's great theory.
I think he was on for a 137 flat, wasn't he? As General Jake goes.
I really hope people
7.
know about the 37 flat, otherwise that's going to be really confusing for the whole stream.
And anyone that can't see the tier 3 chat, which runs up Pure Vibes, by the way. As
Pure vibes. Jay will set a
Let's have a look.
37 flat. Oh! Baby Adopoulos is out!
we've lost Baby Adopoulos. Where? Let's try and get on board
I
with
was riding
Icelandic
on board
Rob,
with
who's
him.
just coming through the section now, where Baby Adopoulos has hit the wall. And it's right there. Just the corner before Puan. And Baby Adopoulos is in
Oh,
the
his wheel
wall
gone.
and out.
His wheel died, apparently.
And whilst we're on board with Rob, I think we'll stay on board with the Season 3 champion of Tier 2.
That's really unfortunate for
everyone-
Papadopoulos. He's now probably going to be starting
Every,
at the back.
Single NXR fan will remember that season with Scribs where he had to fight to his absolute hardest to win that championship. And his teammate might be giving him a good little tow here through Blancmont.
CIC.
Yes, that's brilliant.
Very good work
teamwork
from
there.
Hurdle there to
From Hurdle
help
and
out
Rob.
Rob. See what Rob do through these final corner.
Getting nice and close to the apex, coming out of the Buzzdog chicane. And going to set a 1:44.1.
P8?
To go P8, a very respectable time. Have we got Roommaster on a lap? We have, heading towards Lecom now. So let's get on board with Roommaster for this lap. See how he takes the Lecom chicane. And he set purple sector 1 as far as I'm seeing in the on the
Ooh.
comms on the spectator menu. Sometimes there is a spectator glitch, so we'll have to play that by ear, but that's a very, very impressive if he has done. And he needs to keep this now, because this seems like it could be a good lap. I think he's just invalidated. Ooh.
Alpa is on a lap, I believe.
He's gone aboard of Alpa then. I think C. Davies was saying how he turned ABS off recently.
Oh,
I'm not so sure how recently he is, so his pace might be suffering slightly because of that. So if he's not at the level you'd expect him to be at just yet, I would say that's why. It's quite a challenge, obviously, adjusting to that. So
Oh, yellow in sector
we'll have
1.
to see. That is just I think that's Hedgenio slowing down Eau Rouge to let somebody pass. Very, very sportsmanlike.
Oh, Hurdle was on a
Actually,
lap,
that might
but
be
he
Rio
was
Fenton.
invalidated.
Do you want to check if that was Hedgenio behind that Ferrari? Because, well,
I believe it was.
shocking. So, we're still on board of Alpa, who's got purple sector 2, so not
Oh,
looking
yellow
like
in
a
sector
driver.
3.
I think that's just somebody getting out of the way, to be honest, the Aston Martin. Hopefully nobody interferes with this lap. I really want to see how it will shape up.
Right, Gale is about to start a lap, so I'm going to ride on board with the Aston Martin then.
Well, not a little lap at Spa, is it? P6 for Alpa. Let's go on board.
A very
with-
good lap.
I think this is Brewmaster going again into Lecom chicane, where we'll get back on board in like last time. And he's lost it at Lecom. He's Perez'd it, and he is out.
Oh no! Hurdle's out as well!
And Hurdle's gone. Where has Hurdle gone? Has Eau Rouge claimed its first victim of the day? Eau Rouge has claimed its first victim of the day.
No! That is so
There's
disappointing
Hurdle in
for
the
Rue
barrier.
and Hurdle. Honest Raccoon retiring from the session, but he's up in the top 5.
pulled
He's
to the
obviously
side.
feeling confident with his lap.
Let's get on board of Hedgenio as he goes in towards Lecom.
Raz has retired from the session, feeling confident in P4 43.1. Very good lap.
Let's just bear in mind what happened to Mark yesterday when we were retiring here, guys. The guy was really fast yesterday and had so much pace, but just called the retirement a bit too early.
Yeah, it's a mistake that can be costly, and like we saw yesterday, it was costly in qualifying. But you know, the races where the points are won.
Well,
so
to be fair, we're at Spa, so maybe it isn't.
Just no
Hedgenio
comment
on the
on that
limit
one.
and then invalidates it.
Luke Watkins obviously retiring in P3, 43.0.
Now, Gale Force, I believe, was out in Q2 last week in France. Out in Q1 in France last week. So wanted to make a comeback, make a
P14.
statement. P14 currently for Gale Force. Not the best lap, but hopefully enough to see him through, because I would really like to see.
His teammate
his
behind him.
racecraft is what's so good about Gale Force. The consistency and the ability to make places in the race. Qualifying may not be his strong suit, but if he can get it to Q2 and he can make positions up from there, it looks like a promising position for Gale Force to be in.
His teammate now coming out the pits, who is one position behind him. Gale Force obviously did a 44.7. Shaman did a 44.8. Eugenio is now on a lap with McLaren.
Across Tier 1 and Tier 2, the bottom 5 in both qualies has held 5 of Bradders' drivers combined.
Oh
Not
dear.
a great weekend for Bradders this time. No. Oil
Yikes.
Plus is invalidated again. I wonder how many
Rob
laps Oil
retired
Prince has
in
actually done in
P11.
this session. Just trying to have a look at
Oh,
how we
someone's
can find
off
that
track
out.
there. Who was off track? Is that Jake? Jake has stopped. Is he letting a driver through? Oh, he's
probably
letting
just letting
Shaman through.
Shaman through. Let's go on board with Eugenio then. I'm trying to figure out what I was looking at before. This looks different.
Oil Prince has invalidated his lap. He's down in P13.
Yeah, it's not been a great lap for him, but a great quali for him so far. But I think he's mainly just had issues with actually setting a valid lap. I think my mother's hasn't left his house yet, basically, because he's not concentrating very well.
Oh, Gale going into the pits. Obviously, that was a bit of a slow lap towards the end. Possibly having an off somewhere.
Eugenio heading in towards the bus stop chicane right now. Oh, no, he's decided to abandon the lap.
Oh.
And hit the pit wall on his way in.
Manoy's going for a lap.
So let's get on board with I'll get on board with Oil Prince.
Oh, taking so much of the curb. Manoy took so much of the curb going up Radion.
See, talking about pit stops today is quite interesting, really, because I heard that the German army did a one-stop. Right, okay. That's the second of the.
It's the second time you're gonna lose your job. Oh, yellow inside the one. What have we got going on here? I think it's just Oil Prince going slowly. Manoy is using all of the curb for this lap. Gale Force retires from the session. P14.
On the track. He's pretty confident then that Shaman, Eugenio and Manoy aren't going to improve. No, I'm not so confident about that. There's not much that separates them. Unless he can't get out on time. I'm not sure about how long. No, only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the session. I think he knows he's not getting out on time. So it's fingers crossed time for Shaman, for Gale Force.
Is Eugenio gonna have time to get a lap done?
Let's get on board with him then.
I don't think
he will. Of course, we'd like to watch the other drivers' laps as well, so let's go on board with Manoy, see what he can do. He's coming through bus stop chicane right now.
Manoy
goes
stays P17.
Which, 317, I know 3 drivers have retired, but I'd be pretty happy with if I'm Manoy. We know he's the king of lap 1 seconds, so I'd be pretty happy with that one. Eugenio now then. Let's get on board with him and see if he does make this far.
Shaman's invalidated his lap, but he's going to have time to go again as he comes to the line.
But it's going to be pretty much between Shaman and Eugenio, I think, here. If they could both jump, Gale Force. Eugenio's lost it on his out lap, and that's massive, because I don't think he's going to make it now. Losing it at Puan, and that's going to be very, very, very difficult.
Eugenio's qualifying's done. P16 in the McLaren.
Yep. Eugenio's confirmed out. So now it's all over to Jeff.
Oil Prince has gone into the pits, invalidated his lap. Wado is on a lap.
I think he knows
he's now coming up to the final corners.
How many tyres is Oil Prince? Uses Shaman, almost loses it, catches it brilliantly. I think it looked like he almost lost it, and he only has to gain a 10th here, and I think he should be fine anyway, actually, unless Manoy can improve. So I don't know if I'm Shaman here. I'm probably not going to over push this car, like he almost did and almost lost it at Lecom. We've already seen Lecom claim Brewmaster. Ovu's just claimed Hurdle, and I don't know what that corner is that claimed Babyodopolis. And he's invalidated, so, Gale Force, you can breathe a sigh of relief, mate.
Sigh of relief? Whew, okay, we're all okay. Eugenio in the chat saying he messed up his timings.
Apart from Hurdle, Babyodopolis, and Brewmaster, who all crash out of Q1 here. It's been a great Q1. And a great opening for what this race weekend, or race day, has to offer. And I'm really looking forward to Q2, where strategy comes into mind a little bit more. And it's probably one of the best things about qualifying for me, and it's so fitting that the FIA decided to get rid of it. Yes, that's of course the Q2 tyre rule, which is still here for this season in NXR, but I'm not so sure about next season, but we won't be talking about that for now. We're talking about the top 5. Let's go through the top 5 here in this qualifying session. On the bottom 5, Crazy Groofer, Yoan, Luke Watkins, Razza Gamer, and Honest Raccoon take top 5. In the bottom 5, Remaster Babyanopolis, Sciatic Hurdle, all hit different walls. Hegino and Minoy out on pace. Hurdle claimed by Eau Rouge, Remaster claimed by Lacombe, and we all go to Q2.
That was very impressive. You did that all in that period of time, and I respect that.
I am the king of the speed commentary.
Clearly, just not the king of actually having speed. Anyway, on to Q2.
I'm sorry. No, right, because no. I wanted 2 drivers to finish the points on both races.
On to Q2. We don't talk about France. We have our first drivers.
We
have our first drivers coming out onto track. We've got Raz coming out for Mercedes, and we've also looked to have, I think, a Red Bull coming out on track as well.
Mercedes and Red Bull leave at the same time. That's
Do indeed.
Nice
Rob
see.
is out on track.
Now, I'm not quite sure if that is Rob lapping Razza, or if that is them next to each other. Obviously, you know.
Jake's on an outlap as well. Same with Jab
my,
and same with Griefer.
Get my usual jab in there. Doesn't happen every day.
Bradders saying strategy is king round here. Me and Milk went from 19th and 16th to 10th and 9th.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Bradders. 3 points in the bag right there. But didn't you finish at 11th, Bradders? I'm not so sure, but didn't you finish at 11th? Or was there something in the FIA report that moved him up? Because I got, actually, I really take that as a compliment, because I did Bradders' strategy. So if he's complimenting the strategy and saying that's what, that got at him, I'll take that every day of the week, Bradders. I'll take
Oh, there we go. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. Eugenio is saying hopefully there's some lap 1 drama, then he can gain easy positions.
Hopefully, but I'm not going to hope for lap 1 drama because I don't like seeing drivers crash. So
things might fall into Eugenio's favour on the first lap. We never know.
As much as I know Eugenio, based on that France race, does like to see drivers crashing.
Enough of that. Enough of that. Ooh! Is that Oil Prince hitting a little speed? Hitting a speed sign?
Wait, Oil Prince lost it and hit a speed sign. Oil Prince is mudded.
He's not biased, we swear. We've also got our first drivers out on laps. We've got Jake, who is now looking to start a lap. We've also got Rob on a lap with Red Bull, Raz on a lap with Mercedes. I'm going to ride on board with Raz. Obviously, won last week at France. He had, well, not last week, but the week before at France. He had an amazing performance. Oh, yellow in sector 1.
Okay, well, sorry.
Got a slow car.
I was just checking comments and stuff. I need to take a look at this. This is a Mercedes. I think that might be Honest Raccoon. Yeah, it is. I don't know if he's got wing damage. Doesn't look like it, but we will see when he goes into the box. And then, of course, we will get back on with the choosing to stay out on track. I think he was just trying to psych us out a little bit there when he looked like he was coming into the box. And we'll go back on board with Razza now. Who's just... Oh, no, he won't because he's invalidated. We'll go on board with Rob. The spectator camera looks different.
Oh, Luke done.
I think we're yes.
Luke done one outlap and he's gone straight back into the pits. So quite
Jesus,
interesting.
Ben, I was having a laugh. I've been putting comms on you here, mate.
Oh, Rob's
really happy. Yeah, we got that on stream. Let's go on board with Oil Prince.
Unfortunate for Rob.
Well, let's make up for the comment. Let's get on board with Oil Prince. I am so losing my job.
Yeah, I'm going to ride on board with Yoan because Yoan this season, so far, has been very, very good. He's been in form, he's getting good results. So, I want to ride on board with him for this lap and see what he can do. Hopefully for him...
And Oil Prince validates again, which is not great news for Oil Prince on his medium run. And Jaffmaster goes top. I think only driving to set a lap so far. So I'll get on board with Greg Mullen.
And there it is. Reefer a 44.1 on the medium,
which is 5 tenths faster. Yeah, but so is Jaffmaster.
It'll be interesting to see what tyre choices there are actually for this, because at the moment there's only 3 drivers on softs.
Rio, Alper, Shaman and Petrado.
Petrado's just put in a 44.2.
Oh no, never mind. I've just seen Gregor Mullen's time, so we'll move off him because he's on a
43.9.
Goes fastest, and obviously I'm not allowed to overreact to my team anymore. So congratulations, Johan. I think that's probably a fair reaction. Not gonna have any running around screaming yes today.
Yeah, no bias tonight.
No bias. I've never been biased. But...
detecting cap, but Johan putting in a very good lap on the mediums, and just as I was talking about him having
he's gone purple sector 2.
Ooh, okay.
Is it Raza versus Johan? I think we treated to some good battles between them two in France, and I believe Raza came off best in that one and won that race and took the second NXR victory alongside of... Did you know? Right. Did you know about Raza? I believe it was 34 laps he went on the mediums at the Netherlands. Very, very impressive. And
he
more
puts
impressive
in the
is his
lap.
pole. Not pole. Fastest lap.
43.8 is very impressive.
Maybe come back in 20 minutes.
And that's on 2 lap on mediums. So 1 more lap on them than what Johan had on his.
Jake's invalidated. Let's go on board with Gale first.
I'm riding on board with Gregor Mullen in the other Ferrari. He got, I think, very unfortunate at Australia, I believe. I think it was Australia. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where he could have had a very good result.
I didn't watch the race. Australia.
Oh, massive slide out of the last corner while finishing his lap. P7, that massive slide cost him a lot of time.
Did he get pole in France?
He did.
I know he was on it at one point because I remember celebrating, but I wasn't sure if he kept it as Gale Force goes 9th.
He was on pole and he got jumped on start, and he's invalidated.
Alper's backed off here to allow the fencing through.
Gregor Mullen has completely cut Radion, and the lap hasn't been invalidated.
Can you clip it?
Yes.
You're not allowed to cut the track, so I don't know. It might be one for the FIA to have a little look at. I'm just trying to spot a driver on a lap now. Crazy Griefer on through sector 1, less than a 10th up, but still up on his lap through sector 1. He's going for that fastest lap again, maybe to try and send a message to Johan and Raza. And he's gone wide and not invalidated. Oh, he's 8 tenths down anyway. So yeah, that was. People are angry at Jable in the Twitch chat. I'll let you guess. I'll let you guess which 2 drivers.
Oil Prince is obviously one of them, let's be honest.
100%.
You know what? I don't know. Come back to me.
Right, it was Hedginho who says, that's not nice, Jable, and I completely agree, it's not nice. But
Fair
it's
enough.
just bad, Hedginho.
I'm riding on board with Luke. Oh, Gregor Mullen just. Oh.
That was close. I did see that. It was short on stream.
Yeah. That
and Oil Prince.
Bit too close.
You
for
know,
comfort.
it's not just banter, mates. You know that.
Bit too close for comfort there for Luke.
It was very, very close. Really there. Gregor Mullen quite fortunate. But I think Luke is down on his time, so
yeah.
Yeah, he definitely is. That's why it's a bit slow, but we will. Let's see it out. Let's watch him on another lap. I presume with his ERS at 89%, he's going for 2 laps.
Yes, I can imagine so.
Try to drag it as close to that. Oh, with a little bit of a wiggle out of the source. Not too bad there towards Eau Rouge.
Gale going into the pits on the mediums. Oh, getting.
Oh, he's lost it! Oh, Luke has lost it! Oh, he's still in. No, he's out. He is out. I thought he was still in. Luke Watkins out. And his teammate will pass him now. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a view here. That's Luke Watkins in the barrier at Eau Rouge.
And he is out
claimed
of
its second victim today. So, the KD of Eau Rouge today, ladies and gentlemen, is 2. So, I'm going to keep a little tally of how many people die at
And,
Eau Rouge.
Joel, I would like to put in a quick word. Does it start to look a little bit grey for you?
It is looking a bit grey, but Wookie did give us the update and did say that it wouldn't rain at all, so...
It's looking a little bit
I trust...
dark in the skies.
in
A Belgium! Oh, Oil Prince!
Oil Prince is on an outlap, and I've only just realised this. So we'll get on board with Rio fencing. As you can quite clearly see, I'm quite new to the broadcasting of the race. I'm usually the one who's just talking about the race.
Prince,
And,
I don't know how he saved that, but he should have been in the wall.
It's Oil Prince. He found a way.
I'm going to ride on board with Rio fencing. Alpa putting in the fastest lap. 43.7 on the softs.
Oh, we had an announcement here. Due to a timing glitch, which was not noticed, the FIA team miscalculated the final standings for yesterday, and Bradders did finish P10, Milkman P9, Ryan P8, Artifact P7, Old Dog P6, Night Owl P5, Millsy P4, Halsey P3, Wookie P2, no, Mark P2, I'm sorry there, Josh. And Kimmy P1.
There we go.
I have no idea why I just did that.
Rio's backed off his lap.
That was completely,
That was
yeah.
highly stupid.
Yeah, I am stupid. I am stupid.
Yeah.
So let's get on board with Oil Prince now there. Oh, Oil Prince in the bits, never mind. Rio Fenson, he's not in the lap. Anyone on a lap here, what? What? I think I see rain. I think I see rain. That is rain on Gregor Mullen's camera. Yes, it is raining in Spa. Call off the race now. Call it off. Also, lots, I'm setting up an Eau Rouge kill count. So we've got 2 people at the moment.
Yes. 2 people, but how many people is this going to claim during the race?
Well, I reckon quite a few. Eau Rouge is always tricky, but when it gets wetter, Eau Rouge will kill you.
And what the
I should have
hell?
been 25 seconds in the lead in Season 3 of Belgium when I boxed for soft tyres in the wet under a safety car, and it did go dry instantly, but I spun at Eau Rouge in the wet and took my wing, so I had to box again. Let's get on board with Gregor Mullen. I'm not sure if there's going to be any ability to improve anymore, so...
Yeah, the rain has really shaped things up. Petuardo retiring in
Petuardo
P5.
pretty adamant he can't get faster, and you feel sorry for drivers now like Oil Prince who had to wait till the end, and now I'm going to really struggle. You've got to be fast. Speed is at the essence here to get around this track.
I'm riding
This
on
is
board
where
with
you
Rob.
would probably corner cut and hope no one notices.
Oh, Rob's back
Obviously,
off
that
his
is,
lap.
for legal purposes, that's a joke, as Rob backs off and lets
Rob-
Gregor Mullen go
Rob-
through. And he has gone
yeah.
faster, by the way. Gregor Mullen faster in sector 1, so the track is
Ooh.
not at a point yet where you can't improve, but it's getting there.
This rain might if
Well,
Jake
the
and
amount of
Oil
ash
Prince
that
don't
it
get
is.
laps in,
On that,
Luke might be
what-
saved a bit. Raz retired from the session, 43.8. It was a really good lap from Raz.
So we'll stay on board with Gregor Mullen, obviously, because I really want to see if you can improve in this wet, and I think Gregor Mullen's a good driver to be on board with to see if he can. Although I don't believe that lap is representative of his original pace, and he is on the soft tyres, I believe, now. And he is 2 tenths up, but just invalidated it. So he is at risk, I think, here, as to Rio Fenson.
Rob retiring
But
from the
can
session,
drivers
P10.
improve in these tricky conditions? Well, Oil Prince is out on a lap to show us if they can. He is an out lap, so he'll be starting one. We'll get on board with him.
I think Rob's crashed on track. I'm going to ride on board with Jake because Jake will be going into that corner where I think on the map Red Bull has crashed.
Gino saying, anyone want to join me in doing geography revision? No, sorry. Gino,
No.
that sounds like the most boring thing on earth.
Oh, Jake was literally...
I redeemed a shout out, right? I redeemed a shout out in the 5 laps of Fury when you and Ali were doing the
Comms.
race, and I didn't get my shout out. So, I want to point that out to Night Owl, if he's here, to shout me out on Wednesday.
Oh, Jake! Jake spun, he's out!
Is he out?
He's out!
It's not Eau Rouge, is it?
No.
Oh, but it's another popular place to go there, really, to be fair. Let's get on board with Gale Force so we can get a bit of a sight on board. Gale Force is up, and that's Jake's caught in the middle of the track. That
Oh
is not
my
great. That would
god!
have thrown Gale Force off a little bit.
Oh, Jake absolutely shunted the wall.
So, Oil Prince, what have you got in your locker? It's now or never, mate. So let's see what he's got. Currently it's at P15.
Oh, Gale getting a massive slide into the last corner. Just bring it home. Across. Oh, he's invalidated. Gale's invalidated
On
on
the
the
last
last
corner. Gale Force.
Oh,
What was his lap?
so
Were you on board with him?
It was a lap that I think, if I'm right, it wouldn't even have put him higher than Shaman.
So the surprise news of the day, I'm guessing, is that Shaman out-qualifies Gale Force in Spa. Yes, if you're joining, you heard that right. Shaman out-qualifies Gale Force and has shown some pretty good pace here today, Shaman.
He has, and he's finished his qualifying in P11, obviously.
So Shaman takes Gale Force's signature position off him, and it's P11 for Shaman.
Won't be too happy with that one. But that seems to be qualifying done. Gale Force has retired, so he's taking the P12, so Q2 is done.
Hajinho saying Astons are in the best grid spots. Well, I'm not so sure because I'd prefer to be one of the 7 drivers, I believe, that's got through on the mediums. And just to point out, I believe, 6 drivers are out in the... So it's a 9-way shootout for pole, with Rob crashing, I believe, here. Meaning we're going to say goodbye for this qualifying session to General Jake, Luke Watkins, Oil Prince, Gale Force, Shaman and Rob. I believe Jake hit the wall.
He did.
Hit the wall. Gale Force and Shaman out on pace, but it was pretty good showing for them. And Oil Prince caught out in the rain.
But Alpa...
Luke Watkins said he was just taking after his idol J-Wall. I don't really know what to say there.
But Alpa putting in the fastest lap of the session of 43.7 on the mediums was very impressive.
Well worth noting because I actually missed that. So thank you for pointing that out. See, this is why I really need a commentator partner. Like, I couldn't do what you did in Australia because I just miss everything.
The vocal box was gone the next day.
Bantering people can only get you so far. You actually need to be paying attention, which is probably where you come in.
What am I here for? Right, get track map. Got. Wait. None of that. None of that from you.
Right, let's see who comes out first.
I haven't crashed this season, or have you? No.
France?
No, I got taken out.
That's crashing. What?
Okay, it wasn't my fault.
That's still crashing.
And actually, no.
Yeah, that's still crashing.
Hazard took my front wing off. If he hadn't took my front wing off,
is that not a crash?
I would have been running P11.
Well, you know, let's get on board with video fencing is first out here. Let's go with the metaphorical 50p then. Here. Please on. And chat, of course, as well. Feel free to get involved. We love interaction.
A metaphorical 50p. I'm gonna say. Ready for this?
Go on. I love all sorts of crazy out there bets.
Raz. My metaphorical 50p.
I think that's not out there. You know,
is
I
on
think that's
Raz.
a pretty solid bet for this one.
Because he seems to have very, very good pace, and I know he's been putting in the laps and the practice. So, I genuinely think that he's going to be in contention for. If it's not pole, he's going to qualify quite high up the grid. But never know. It's tricky.
Ben
to
has said,
explain.
"Jay will wish me a happy birthday now, please, Daddy."
Oh.
I already have done. I already have done, Ben.
You just missed it. The question is, Joel, who is your metaphorical 50p on?
My metaphorical 50p. I'm going with Crazy Griefer. I think he hasn't scored a point yet this season. I think he's out there to prove a point. He was fast. It's going to be him or Alpa, and I'm torn. But I am putting it on.
Yeah, Alpa's definitely in
Crazy
contention.
Griefer. Yeah, that's my 50p. Now, I know how much you loved it at Australia a lot. So if you don't mind, would you be able to cover Q3 for like 5 minutes or something?
Yes. I will take
Right.
the wheel. Alright, I've taken the wheel of Q3 for about 5 minutes now. So we've got Johan, who is on a lap, obviously like I said, a very informed driver at the moment. We've got a yellow in Sector 3. Not sure who that was for, but still riding on board with Johan. So making his way through the first sector. He's now just finished rally on the straight. We've also got Raz, who is now starting lap. We've got Petwado, who's now going up Rouge and Radion. He's invalidated his lap. Not great for him. If I'm reading that right, Jaff Mustaflash has set a purple Sector 1. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Johan has pulled to the side of the track. Has he had an accident, or was he just pulling away to let someone through? I'm not too sure what happened there. Apologies if you're watching the stream and you can't see anything else, because Jay was MIA. So I'm going to ride on board with Raz instead. We've only got 2 drivers on outlaps. Alper, who obviously set the fastest lap last session, and we've also got Gregor Mullen, who's on an outlap. Everyone else is on a lap. Jav Masterflash is setting a purple Sector 2, if I'm seeing that correctly. Are my eyes deceiving me? I'm interested to see what lap Jaff is going to do here. I'm going to ride on board with him, actually, just as he rounds this final corner. What lap time is this going to be from Jaff Master Flash? A 44-1 on the softs for Haas. There's a yellow in Sector 3. Have we had a bit of spin for someone? Petwado is off the track. Rio put in a 44 flat. So quicker than Jeff by not that much. Yadza, a 43 flat. And there it is. Crazy Griefer, a 42.5. All very impressive laps. Honest Raccoon jumping Raz in the other Mercedes, a 42.8. It's a very good lap from Honest Raccoon, who seems to be having good pace. Some drivers up here that, you know, are really finding good speed around this track and are putting in good laps. We're going to ride on board with Alper as he's coming in. He's now in Sector 3. We've got a yellow in Sector 2. Still going to ride on board with Alper though. Alper is now coming up to the last few corners for Williams. Let's see what lap time this is. CD might be very happy with this lap time, and also the newfound confidence of Alper. Alper's now coming up to line. What lap time is this going to be? Only P4 for Alper, a 43.2. But at the moment, Mercedes and Williams really showing good pace around this track. But it's Crazy Griefer, who I'm just running aboard. He has invalidated his lap, but he has set the benchmark of 42.5. He is the quickest man out on track at the moment. Johan and Jaff in the pits. Johan and Petwado, the only drivers to have not set a lap yet. Riding on board with Petwado, he's in Sector 3. He's currently on a 130. He's now coming up to the final few corners, and see what this lap is going to be from Petwado in the Alpine. So he rounds the final corner, now coming up to the finish line. What lap's going to be from Petwado? P7, a 44.0. So close to Rio Fenton in the McLaren. That is a very marginal gap between them two. So the only driver now to not set a lap is Johan, who obviously, like I said, has been up there at the top, so he's going to have to put in some good laps if he wants to try and make it aware that he's not here to mess around. Gregor Mullen, a 43.1, he has invalidated his lap. Alper's now coming round the final corner. Very, very smooth through that last corner for Alper, not a single error. P2 for Alper, a 42.6. So beating Honest Raccoon, but he's still no one has beaten Crazy Griefer's time. Alper is not far off it, but Crazy Griefer looks to be on the pace, and he looks untouchable at the moment. Where's J-Wall's mic gone? He has gone for 5 minutes to do something. I'm sure he will come back. We've got a yellow in Sector 3. Gregor Marlin has invalidated. He's coming to the pits. Nearly hit the pit wall. Looks like Petwado's done another lap. Right on board with him, see what he can do. There is just under 4 minutes left in the session. Petwado's now gone into the pits. Never mind. Petwado has gone into the pits. Is Alpa going for another lap? We're going to ride on board with him and see what he does. We've also got Rio Fensom and Jaffmaster Flash, who are now on outlaps, and Crazy Griefer. All the rest of the drivers in the pits at the moment. The only driver who looks to be actually setting a lap time is Alpa in the Williams. Got a yellow in Sector 2 and Sector 3. What's happened here? Oh, it's Alpa! Alpa's going slow. Problem with fuel. Oh, that's really unfortunate for Alpa, who, if he was on a lap, it was a very respectable time up until then. We've got Raz now out on an outlap. Crazy Griefer has retired from the session. He's feeling confident with provisional pole at the moment. But has he done a mark? Has he retired too early in the session? Or is his pole position locked and loaded for Crazy Griefer for the Belgium Grand Prix? Oh! He's crashed! Never mind. He's crashed. I have just rode on board with Raz, who has just come through the corner where I've just seen Crazy Griefer in the wall. And maybe he didn't retire just because he felt confident. He retired because he looked to have had an off. We've got Jack Masterfash, who's on a lap. He's the only driver on a lap at the moment, so I'm going to ride on board with him. See, the incident has been cleared with Crazy Griefer, so that won't cause any interruptions for any drivers on laps. We've also got Rio Fensom, who's now started the lap. Obviously, him and Jaff being the first drivers to come out on track for the last few minutes of the qualifying session. Alpa has retired in P2, feeling obviously confident with his lap of 42.6. Very respectable lap time from Alpa. Has looked to have good pace, and like J-Wall said, Alpa was one of his bids for being up there for pole position. I'm pretty sure J-Wall called a 1-2 of Crazy Griefer and Alpa. So his prediction might have been right, but Jaff is absolutely flying on this lap. He's into Sector 3. He's going to round the final.
That 50p soon, right?
Your 50p is looking ever so likely to happen. Jaff's
So,
now rounding
did
the
you miss
final
me?
corner. Oh, I'm sure they missed you so much. Jaff now coming to the line. What lap time is this going to be from him in the Haas? Good enough for P6,
Been on board with Rio Fensom the
43.3.
whole time. 6 tenths up on his lap, but it won't be enough to improve it stands.
Did you see what happened to Crazy Griefer?
I saw none of it. I was trying my best to just look through whilst I was on the phone.
I thought that he had retired because he was provisional pole. He crashed.
Has he tried a Sebastian? Oh, right. I thought he tried a Sebastian Vettel because I can see him in the pit lane. Still.
No, I think he crashed. I saw him in the wall.
Has anyone got any news? As Rio Fensom goes 5th fastest, all the other drivers out on a lap.
I don't want to alarm you, but I think Jeff Master Flash has just set a purple sector 1.
Yoan's gone! Yoan has gone, and that's his qualifying done.
Oh, that's such a shame for Yoan.
P9 for Yoan today. As we're on board with Razza. Is what? Am I going to owe what's 50p? He's 3 tenths up through sector 2.
Come on, Raz.
That will put him 3rd fastest as it stands. He needs to find time through this chicane. Comes out quite well there. Got a good gear shift. Does he take it? He doesn't. It's P3.
Damn it!
Alpha and Crazy Griefer, my 2 favourites for pole, as I predicted. 1-2 right now. It's the second best 1-2 I've seen all week.
What was the best one too you saw?
I think. I think
Never
I
mind.
think you should know that.
Never mind. Jaff is now anyway.
First one in 6 years.
Jaff's now
Jaff
finishing
must
his
go
lap.
through.
We'll quickly move off of
I'll get on
Sunday.
board of Gregor. No, sorry, yeah, that's Yoan anyway. Let's get on board of Jaff.
Jaff's qualifying is done. P5 for the Hassman.
in the pits.
43-0. It's a very respectable lap
Honest
time for Jaff.
9.6 down. So we're going to go to Gregor Mullen, who's 5 tenths up. Which means
Whoa.
he could be on pole here. Oh, we're going to get another one, lots.
Oh, we're going to get
another
another Gregor Mullen on pole.
Approaching in to the Buster chicane now. Got to get out really well here, Gregor.
Is he going to do it?
Can he make it to the line?
He's done it!
Yes! Gregor Mullen takes back-to-back poles for
Wow!
Ferrari.
What a lap from the Ferrari man to stick it on pole position of 42.4. That is an insane lap from Gregor Mullen, and he's on pole.
No, he's not. It is. It is Gregor Mullen confirmed. Official. Here we go. On pole.
I can't believe it. He's done it. He's done it again.
That tastes like success. Because obviously they can't get promotion in
Oh dear.
NXR.
CD saying good effort from his team. Very good effort from them indeed. A Williams in P3 and a the Mercs in P4 and P5.
So let's run through your top 10. Gregor Mullen takes pole by less than half a tenth of a second of a crazy griefer who I don't know if he retired or crashed, but if he retired to try and battle it, that was a big mistake. As Crazy Griefer takes second. Alpha with a strong showing in the Williams. A tenth and a half off pole today. Third place. Razza and Honest Raccoon makes it a C. Davies third, fourth and fifth. That's a pretty good outing for the team principal. A 42.6, a 42.6 and a 42.8 for his boys today. Jaffmaster Flash makes it one of three Yaps drivers in the top 10 as well. He takes 6th. Rio Fenton, he takes P7. Not a bad outing at all for the McLaren today. Pertuado takes P8, a 144 flat. I don't know if he messed up a little bit. He's 1.5 seconds off, but he's got more pace than that for sure. And Yoan, unlike his teammate who was on the front row today, on pole in fact, could not set a lap.
It's really unfortunate for Yoan, to be fair, to be the only driver not to set a time in, I think, the whole of qualifying.
No, we had, I think, one in Q1. I think it was Jake in Q2 sorry, crashed.
Oh, never mind then, I stand corrected.
Before setting all up.
I stand corrected.
Well, I don't know, but this is going to be a pretty good race. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to this.
I am very looking forward to this. An artifact saying Merc team is the best team.
Well, I mean, clearly he hasn't seen a Ferrari's on pole.
Hajini is saying, do you want to invite me now for interviews?
Let's wait until you win.
Oh yeah, it's written in the stars, Hajini to win the Belgian Grand Prix.
I don't know, to be fair. I fancy those German cars that get through Belgium fast.
The third reference.
What can I say? I'm pretty sure Porsche are pretty good at it.
The third reference in 53
Fourth.
minutes. Fourth.
I've just got 4 in there.
And I still have to put up with this.
So, Wookie, what are we saying? Am I saying it again today, or are we going to leave it?
Oh, that's a good point. Also, what time are they readying up?
It must have been putting an announcement to some, surely. 21.
Oh, 21:27. Okay. People in chat, 21:27, that's when you can ready up.
Now it's just an awkward 3-minute silence where I don't really have much to say.
Need an
So,
icebreaker
do you know what,
question.
Go on. I'll let you deal with this part because I'm obviously doing such a complicated job of managing the stream of just holding it on the screen.
Well, we did the icebreaker, me and Ali, for 5 Laps of Fury, and the icebreaker was favourite film.
Oh, okay. Empire.
Of all
Very
time
difficult.
or at the moment?
Oh no, of all time. Empire.
Okay, so what is it at the moment then?
My favourite film right now. I don't, I was watching a Pirates of the Caribbean film recently, so I reckon I could say Dead Man's Chest is up there.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. Favorite film of all time? I feel like it's... Oh, God. Favorite film of all time? I have to come back to me
If you
about
say
that one.
Dune, I'm going to throw something out the window.
Okay, I'm not going to, but my favourite film at the moment is the adaptation of West Side Story that came out last year.
Timothy is going to be so disappointed in that
Steven
answer.
Spielberg is... it's a beautiful film. It's just a shame one of the actors is an absolute idiot. That's the one downfall about the film.
Which actor?
The Ansel Elgort.
I would know.
He plays the
I don't know what he
main.
did.
He plays the main male character.
I don't know what he did. So.
Kimmy in chat saying Star Wars
I could
Return
probably
of the
guess.
Jedi. Why? Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Why am I not surprised that you would say that?
And Wookiee's going with Revenge of the Sith. There's a lot of Star Wars films in there, and there's a lot of good ones.
Lego
so I think it's
Batman
pretty close.
movies class. That's a good shout.
I like the Lego movie. I think that's pretty
The
good.
Lego movie's great. That's a good film.
The song was catchy.
Baby Driver is a great film, but once again,
I've got
the actor
a
is
free
Ansel Elgort. So
cinema ticket. So something in the cinema right now, and I don't know what to go and see. So I'm torn. I might go see Fantastic Beasts, but I don't want to because I don't want to fund the film where they drop Johnny.
Watch the Bad
but I'm
Guys,
thinking of-
the animated
I was
film.
thinking about taking my sister to see
Promise.
that, but I don't know if she'll sit for 2 hours.
It's a very good film, I have to admit. I saw it last Thursday. Well, 2 Thursdays ago now, sorry.
See,
It's a great
it
film.
looks good. It did look good, the trailer did. We're 13 seconds from a formation lap, which, let's be honest, is just an extension of what we're doing now, because what are we going to go? Oh, look at the driver slowly warming up his tyres. No, we can build the apprehension, sure, but
Well, we can do our 50p's for who we
on the
think is
race-
going to win.
On the race winner, right?
Are you okay?
I just, when there's an R and a W close together, it's difficult. I'm gonna go with complete mayhem, everybody to crash, Minoi to win. So there we go. And if that actually happens, right? Yaps. If that happens now, you owe me the entire pot of NXR stream money. you owe it me all. Because if everybody crashes and Minoi wins, yes.
I mean, Hurdle is saying himself to win, so I feel like it's a reasonable
He
shout.
always says that and then crashes within 3 laps, so let's discount that.
See,
Interestingly, did you know that every time NXR has come to this track, Braddis has crashed on lap 3?
no, is that
Every time, including last night when he crashed on lap 3 but kept the car in. The other 2 times he's DNF'd on lap 3.
Oh, that's mad.
It's a lap 3 curse. 3 times.
It's a lap 3
We've come to
curse.
far.
We just had another
Hedinho
shout. Just
saying
had another
himself to
shout
win.
for a good film. Kimmy saying Casino Royale is Gregor's fave.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, it's 2.
Oh, Luke has
James
been
Bond,
disqualified from
Casino
the
Royale.
session. That's
There's the one
not a
Daniel
good start for
Craig.
him.
And I'm not sure who was in the other one, but there is another one. It's older.
We've got
It's another James Bond.
We've got
Casino
Jack
Royale.
in the chat saying, "Come on, Luke and Yoan." Jack, I hate to burst the bubble, but Luke's been disqualified from the formation lap.
That's not going to do much, I don't think. In the long
Okay,
term.
let's have a look at the tyres. Actually,
I need the interlock.
tyres. What have we got? Top 2.
Do you want to do lights out or?
You could do lights out.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I
won the
did.
last 2 races, just so I know.
So obviously, the winner at Australia was Yoan, and the winner
Okay.
at France was Mr. Winning on 34 Leopold Mediums, Razza Gamer.
Ah. Okay.
So 2 different winners from 2 different races. Have I missed it? I haven't missed a race. I thought I'd missed a race then.
So, ladies and
I've not.
gentlemen, Gregor Mullen is coming around the bus stop chicane now towards his grid slot.
We didn't put our
we'll get
50p's
on
on who
board.
we think's going to win.
I said Minoi.
Oh, you said Minoi. Okay. my
So I'm
50p,
just gonna-
the actual realistic 50p.
Are you saying Minoy winning is not realistic?
No comment. I think Crazy Griefer is in contention to win this race.
Brewmaster on his grid position now. I 100% think he is. And we're going on board of Alpa. Round 3. Tier 2. NXR Season 5. Johan took the first round. Razza took the second. Who will win? It's lights out. And away we go in Spa for round 3. And it's on the way. And
Crazy Griefer's jumped Gregor Mullen off the start.
Into turn 1. And Gregor's off the defensive here.
Oh, but here comes Alpa. Alpa has jumped
Alpa's
Gregor
off
off
to
the
P2.
start.
Loads of shit going on at turn 1. And Ezra getting forced off.
Oh, Luke's dropped a few positions as well. He's down in P17. He looked to have an awful
And
start.
Alpa goes really wide there. And that might give Gregor Mullen the run.
Oh, Oil Prince off the track. He's on the grass. He's dropped so many positions.
And he's going to drop one more here, as maybe Adopoulos is going to get past him and make the send. Minoy and make contact.
Oh,
Adopoulos makes contact
loads
as well.
of contact at the back.
With Lou Watkins.
And
It's a
Gale
yellow
Close is
flag.
off the track. Petuardo's off the track. Chaos at the back of the track.
Like Petuardo and Alpa and Crazy Griefer have got away brilliantly. Razza is looking to make the move on, I think what I would say is his championship rival's teammate right now, Gregor Mullen into Pouan. Not close enough.
Raz obviously keeping position in P. Oh, actually no.
Shaman hunting down points here.
Oh, is he on the move for points? Hurdle.
Johan's
Johan
lost it!
spun.
Johan's lost it and he's in the gravel! And that's a big blow for Johan here in
He's
Spa.
kept
He
it
gets on the
going.
track safely.
He's kept it going, but he's dropped so many positions.
That's the second Ferrari that's binned it on his own accord in the past week. So, sorry Wookie, I didn't have to remind you of that pain. Let's get on board with Razza, who's looking like he might be close enough to make the move in to the bus stop chicane. Not quite, but if he can get a better exit than Gregor Mullen here. Oh, Jeff Master and Rio fighting, and Jeff Master gets a worst exit as a result. Rio gets the pass.
This was a very
Oil Prince the first time
shaken up
penalty,
start.
Hedginho.
Oil Prince has a 3-second
he
time
wins the
penalty.
box. Alpa much closer now to Crazy Griefer. 3 tenths in it as they go off Eau Rouge.
Oh, Alpa's got a better line through there.
He
He's
gets off
rapidly
but here
catching up.
comes Alpa!
There it is. Alpa's going to try and make the move on Crazy Griefer.
Into the Lecombe chicane. Who's the latest breaker here?
Alpa's got
well,
the
that
lead.
was the Alpa who pulls off a phenomenal move for the race lead.
But here comes Alpa. Look at him go. One of the
Looking closer to Gregor Mullen again. This battle will go on for a long, long time, I'm sure. Maybe Adopoulos closer to Oil Prince, but maybe not enough time. And Minoy very close to the back at that Alpine.
looking at the big gainers and losers from the start.
Minoy is one of them.
Hurdle gaining 10 positions. He's up in P8 off the start.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Minoy-
Colonel. Oh, a brilliant start.
Minoy gaining 3 positions, Brewmaster gaining 7. We've got Luke and Jake who've both gained 3. Baby Adopoulos also gained 3. But the
Luke
2
Watkins
big
close
losers.
to Shaman. He's going to go off the inside and get that move done. And Luke Watkins is in the points now.
He's finally made the move to get the points, but if we look at the 2 biggest losers from the start, Johan 10 positions down from where he started, and Petuardo 12 down from where he started.
A hurdle looking like maybe he can make the move into the chicane. Maybe if he gets the exit better, he can make it out of it.
Contact between Shaman and Jake. Jake has just absolutely sent it on Shaman, and it's caused Shaman to go off the track.
That's not great and not what we want to see. Alpa has been overtaken again and I missed it at the source. Crazy Griefer getting past. And Alpa is looking to go again here. He's had the better.
Oh, Minoy's
Tracks
off
up
track.
Rouge today.
Minoy's off track trying to fight Oil Prince and Baby Adopoulos.
Alpa has DRS. And he's looking to do it again where he did it before. First time was so nice. He had to do it twice. Oh, he backs off.
Minoy
And he
got a
ruins my
3-second time
commentary.
penalty for track limits. We've got
That's it.
Hedginho in the
Close,
pits.
but not close enough, and the penalties are starting to pour in now.
Honest Raccoon, a 3-second time penalty. He's running Q5 in the Merc. CD will not be happy with that. Ooh.
Gale Force may be close enough to make a move on Minoy soon. As Oil Prince is going to force his way past Babyodopolis, I'm sure, soon. It's coming. Keep an eye on Alpha and Crazy for me. Well, that's
I
focus
am.
on this battle. Thank you.
This battle is getting awfully close between Alpha and Crazy Griefer. Crazy Griefer looked to have a little bit of a wobble as well, which
let's head over
let
to that
Alpha
battle,
gain
then.
a bit of time. Oh, another wobble
Because
for
this
Crazy
is obviously for the
Griefer.
race lead.
Alpha is driving very smoothly compared to Crazy Griefer, who has another wobble in Sector 3. Alpha is gaining a massive chunk of time, but there's a
Oh,
in Sector
we've had it
2.
off. It's Oil Prince. Don't know what happened there. Maybe contact, we're not sure. Maybe a spin, we don't know. So I'm not going to speculate. And here, as a gamer, looks like maybe close enough again, but can't. Not quite. He wants a couple of extra car lengths, and he can stick it up the inside there. And the problem is, he's at the back. Well, not quite. We've got Honest Raccoon at the back. But you've got to say, this is looking good for C. Davies right now.
Luke setting the fastest lap of the race at 1:46.8.
But I can't go off Alpha because we're about to head up over Rouge and he's had good success here. So will I finally be able to say my commentary line this time?
Here we go, here comes Alpha having another good run.
Can he get it done? Where he got it done? Just 2 laps to go, Alpha.
Crazy Griefer's going to try and defend like a lion against Alpha, but is it going to be worth it in the end? Oh, he stays ahead.
And that's good light braking there for Crazy Griefer to challenge the position. Is Razza close enough? Probably not here in this train, but maybe Jaff Master is going to be close enough to Sciatic Hurdle.
Hurdle managed to
And the
overtake him.
offensives are on the back there. Minoy getting past Oil Prince. I think that might be. That was wrong. I think Gale Force just got past Minoy.
Hurdle having a little bit of a wobble, but he's managed to stay ahead of Jaff, and he's managed to pull a little bit of a gap as well. Jaff's going to have to try and get some speed through this sector to try and keep up with Hurdle.
A few trains forming here. First down to 5th, 6th down to 10th, and 11th down to 11th and 12th in a DRS battle. Other than that, there's not enough gaps there, but they're the only 2 DRS trains. I have shown the tyres now, guys. Sorry about that.
Tyres are up and ready.
Alpha on the softs. I did not notice that at first.
Now,
so if it's a one-stop here
look
today,
who who's joined the fray. Gregor Mullen.
Oh wow!
Is on
I
the
think
back
Jaff
of
Master's
Alpha.
going to make a move on block. Come on! Hurdle loses it! Jaff Master taking a massive evasive action. Jaff loses it! Going back on the track. He's going to end up cutting the chicane, I'm sure. He has to enter the chicane quite closely. That is a massive mess right there. As Hurdle loses it. And Jaff made a very bold move there, trying to get past it Blancamont.
Now, keep your eye on this. We were talking about the fight between Crazy Griefer and Alpha. Gregor Mullen has managed to take a massive chunk of time out of Alpha. He's now going to try and fight for P2 with him.
Are the softs dropping off this early, or maybe is Alpha just struggling a bit in the battle? Let's cut to Alpha, because he's going to go for the
Rio's
time,
retired.
and there might be a safety car. Not quite sure. Rio is out. Can Alpha get it done before the safety car? He can. Not so sure if the safety car's coming.
And
It's
get
Rouge. Let's get another one on the kill count,
another
please.
one on the kill count.
I feel like playing a certain Queen song, but I feel like we'll get
We don't want to
shouted
get
at
copyright
for playing
strike.
it, or get demonetised. So, and I'm sure Yaps' bank account won't like that one bit.
No, let's keep ourselves monetised. But Rio fends him after having a very good qualifying.
Luke Watkins is P6.
Is out of this race.
Massively capitalising on those mistakes from Jaff Master and Sciatic Hurdle, who impressively are both still in this race. It has to be said.
Hurdle obviously dropping really far down the order.
Brad is saying Brewmaster's gained 12 positions, so let's have a look.
He has.
Let's have a look at positions. 8 positions by Luke, 12 from Brewmaster, 6 from Jake, 7 from Babyodopolis. On the reverse, 13 lost for Rio Fenton, who's out of the session. Petuardo loses 10, Rowan loses 7, and
Jaff's
Jaff Master
lost
loses
4.
4.
You have to say that with Rue, he's managed to gain all
Jaff's
these
save
positions.
was crazy.
Rue's managed to
that
gain
was
all
really
these
impressive.
positions, and he's kept himself out of trouble while doing so. So Rue kind of running
Probably a
his own race.
beneficiary of a
has
few
managed
mistakes in there as well. I think only 5 of them have come from mistakes, but that's nothing to take away from anything that Luke has done here.
Luke
And
riding
we
a very
are
good race.
watching Razza here because we can see all 4 drivers. Alpha leading this race, but Crazy Griefer says, right, I saw you, I'll race you, and he does what Alpha's been doing. all day getting that move done into Le Con. So if DRS
Gregor Mullen is eyeing up a move on Alpha, but he's had a massive wobble.
This is not great. This is Crazy Griefers loving life right now. Because if Alpa's stuck defending, then he can pull away and get out of the DRS, which would be crucial. And Alpa has kind of gone a bit too wide there. And this is a good opportunity. Wheel bashing going on there between Gregor Mullen and Alpa. And that is Crazy Griefer a second ahead.
That little fight between Alpa and Gregor has given Crazy Griefer a massive amount of time to push ahead and extend the gap.
That Jaffmaster is on a wheel with no force feedback, and I don't know if you saw his save, but that is even more impressive accordingly now. It was phenomenal.
I did not see it, no. Crazy.
Crazy Griefer's got 3 seconds. That could be critical as Alpa looks to go wide and almost take the wall. Actually there.
Here comes Gregor Mullen.
Are beginning to go. And is it going to be a Blancamont overtake? I really want to see one. I remember Verstappen's...
Here comes Gregor Mullen.
If anyone remembers it.
And he's managed to get ahead of Alpa.
That move. And he does it before the DRS zone as well, so maybe a little bit of tactics going on there. We'll see if Gregor Mullen does get the DRS. He doesn't. Alpa does. So tactically, maybe to help stay ahead of Raz. Not so sure.
Gregor Mullen trying to get back all the positions that he lost off the start when he got pole position in qualifying.
And he is gaining right now, and ERS relative is roughly similar. All the drivers on about 75, apart from here, Luke Watkins on 40. So that's not great for Luke. What is great for Luke is he's up to P6, which is pretty phenomenal.
Made up 8 positions at the start, and he had that crash in qualifying.
Yeah, and I think just getting past NXR Manoy, and I think he's already boxed. We'll just confirm that for
Baby
you.
Adopoulos picking up a 3-second time penalty.
Babyadopoulos, yep, now, and I think Raza is close to Alpa to get this done. I think maybe Alpa got wing damage from that contact with Gregor Mullen, because he looks like he's having a bit of trouble controlling this car.
I'm gonna switch to a little view and hopefully I can see what's happening with Alpa. He doesn't look to have any damage. Raz picks up a 3-second time penalty.
And this DRS train, interestingly, that was so predominant in the first few laps is now broken. It's just Alpa, Raza and Honest Raccoon that are in DRS now. And Alpa's leading it, and you've got to say he's at risk of being swallowed here by C. Davies' alternative team, but you surely can't think he's going to make this too hard for his...
Genio picks up a 3-second time penalty. He's on the hard.
Oh yeah, but both Mercs have got penalties as well here. That's interesting. This could work really well for Alpa and Gregor Mullen then. Presuming Alpa hasn't got wing damage, I think Raza waiting for that overtake for the DRS, did not want to give Alpa a fighting chance. Alpa realises that and is into the box. Usually I would watch the pit stop, but we all know nothing's going to get messed up, so it's now a DRS battle between C. Davies' Mercedes.
Just riding on board Alpa, yeah, as he has come into the pits on his 7-lap old soft. We've got a yellow in sector 2.
Oh, yellow! Is that Manoy? That's Manoy.
Oh, Manoy's on spin.
For Manoy. And the Mercedes are going to be battling. Is Raza going to make this difficult and then have to buy C. Davies a new headset? No, he isn't. He gets along side really, really well and just allows
Hello,
to make that pass.
We have a Wild Chaotix in the chat saying, why isn't Gale Force winning? Rigged game.
He is in the points though, to be fair, and he has made positions.
He's in the points.
It's been a pretty decent start.
Oh, bit of a battle going on between Alpa and Shaman.
Now into P11. Shaman ultimately ceding position there to Alpa, who looks rapid, and I'm sure Alpa's going to make some moves up this grid sooner rather than later. He needs to not get held up by Gale Force. Is there an incentive in there for Gale Force to do any holding up?
Oil Prince another 3-second time penalty.
It's not the best race for McMartin here, is it, today?
Not particularly, no.
20th, 80th, 10th and 12th right now.
Only got one driver in the points.
And that is 1 point for Gale Force so far.
They will want to
but I think he's had a positive race. I think they've made improvements in the race. So obviously they've had the best shot at solid points crash in this race here. As Raza is quite close to Honest Raccoon, but I don't suspect we'll see too much in that one.
And the qualifying,
teammates,
the qualifying was tough with the sudden
it
rain.
was. We're going on board here with Alpa, through Blancamont and into the bus stop chicane to see if he gets past Gale Force. Gale Force pulls to the inside. Alper not close enough this time. He'll have DRS and he'll go again, I'm sure.
Artifact saying
Is it a
CD
one-stop
sweating right now. Shaman's gone into the pits.
Right, we'll get on board with Razza then, just to make CD sweat more. I don't think there's going to be any people harding up. I think Honest Raccoon will return the favour. And they're just pulling each other along here. Honest Raccoon pulling to the right.
It's good teamwork from them.
teamwork
Manoy,
going on
another
here.
penalty for Manoy. Oh, we've got a little battle
General
going
Jake
on here.
getting past Rob
Yeah, Jake and
on
Rob.
the DRS. There's been a lot of DRS overtakes here.
There has been indeed.
As Alpha finally gets past Gale Force with the DRS, I am shocked it was a DRS overtake.
But Crazy
Not seen many of them today.
Griefer is 1.3 seconds out in front.
Closest on-track battle, I think Jaffmaster and Rob here. So we'll get on board with them. 4 attempts in it, and Rob and Jake 8 attempts in it. Other than that, not many close battles going on here. I'm really surprised we didn't see a safety car for Rio Fenton's crash.
Yeah, that's what it was put in the Twitch chat. I think Artifact said it actually, and said he was surprised that there wasn't a safety car for Rio Fenton's crash, considering that it
was in Eau Rouge.
Yeah, it was in Eau Rouge.
We've seen really, really, really tragic things happen from another car hitting a car there that's gone off. So, I mean, I know it's only a game, but you think, a bit of realism.
CD says, I'm
they
engineering them so I know what's happening.
C. Davies probably telling them to... well, I'm not going to say what C. Davies is probably saying because I will get sacked. But
we'll keep it the
how's the
family-friendly
headset,
PG
C. Davies?
version.
How's the headset? Still working?
He's engineering them, it's still working fine. Everything's fully functional in the CD household. J-Wall, would I ever say team orders? That's what CD is saying.
Well, it doesn't look like it. You're just letting them race, kind of, but they don't seem to be eager to race. They seem
Oh,
to
here
be
we
eager
go,
to
having a bit of a little
tow each
battle.
other across.
And we only have one driver out on track at the moment on the soft, and that is Johan, who is down in P13.
I think without some sort of strategy, you would have to think that Alpha is going to take track position at some point in this race and go top. But you would also have to say then that the softer tyre, it's going to be a matter of defending. With how easy we've seen passes into the
managed
car,
to get ahead of Rob.
I don't see it. I don't see it being hard for the drivers. And C. Davis says his headset's nearly broken after last night.
Rob's managed to get ahead of Johan.
And Jaff, Rob is ahead of Johan. Right, sorry Rob, let's get on board with that. And Johan not having a great race here today.
I'm going to ride on board with a
got
little
a bit
battle.
unfortunate there.
We have Honest Raccoon, Raz, and now Luke Watkins, who has thrown himself into the mix with the Mercedes. Oh, Honest Raccoon going really
Honest
wide
Raccoon's
off track.
gone wide,
Ooh,
and he's going to lose that position.
Taking out one of the the billboard things.
And I think Luke Watkins is going to be eyeing up a move under DRS shortly. And that's not great because Honest Raccoon was the buffer that you wanted, wasn't he, really?
True.
To ensure that stayed a DRS train, but now it's not. Now it's a DRS battle. And Honest Raccoon's not in it.
Let's see what Luke's going to do.
But Luke's ERS is done. It's exacerbated. Yes, we're using the big words tonight.
Oh, the dictionary has been brought out. Here we go. Luke's getting awfully close to the back of Raz. He's not going to try and make the move though. He's playing it safe for now.
Artifact is saying Raccoon's playing lawn mowing sim. I didn't know
oh, Luke crucially
Mercedes
picks
were
up a
making
3 second
lawn mowers
time
now,
penalty.
but we'll look into it. I think that was Austria 2019, wasn't it? Or was it 2020?
Well, what?
Bottas
2020,
going to mow
yeah.
the lawn. Yeah. One of my favourite team radios. Up there with the legendary radio check.
Radio check, loud and clear. Oh dear.
Anyone got any personal favourites?
Personally, my
you wanna share?
favourite radio at the moment is the one from Lando after Imola's weekend where he just goes "Why-yay-yay-yay!" as he
I think
crossed the
probably
line.
the best one I've seen at Imola. There wasn't many, was there?
There
Wasn't really
wasn't.
that many reactive.
Not particularly, but I do like
I
the
just
little.
remember
Yellow in sector
Verstappen said it was
2.
a nice Sunday. Oh, we've had
Oil Prince.
Is Oil Prince around? He's
Oil
luckily
Prince is
still
spun.
in for him, but he has spun and he has lost it at P1, and that's not what he wanted to happen there.
So your current top
okay.
3, Crazy Grief,
Bradders wins.
Gregor
He
Mullin
says his
and
favourite
Raz.
is "You will not have the drink," and I think Bradders wins.
Yeah. We've got to let Bradders win something. He can have that.
Oh, sacked in the morning.
Sacked
I
in
think
the
that
morning.
is sacked in the morning right there.
I'm sacked in the morning. I am going to be seatless. Bradders, I'm sorry. Please
And
do
he
not
was Luke
sack me.
Watkins. He's closer, but his ERS
Ooh.
is gone. It's Raz is not even using overtake gear to hold this off. Raz has played a
Luke
long
has made
game,
the move.
and Luke gets that done.
Luke
Bradders
has
says,
made the
well,
move.
Sacked.
Well, if anyone has a spare seat, I would be willing to take it.
It'd be quite generous. It'd be an act of charity to give Watts a seat, because you're technically throwing away a shot at points.
We'll be throwing a shot away at a podium having you. Anyway, so the current top
How many
3.
podiums have you got?
Current top 3 is Crazy Griefer for Alfa
Somebody's got 20
Romeo
podiums.
on the 11 lap old mediums. Same as Gregor Mullin on the 11 lap old mediums. All of the top 8 on them tyres. Gregor Mullin running
Imagine not having a
P2.
podium.
Shut up.
Definitely.
He dropped. Could dropped one position after starting on pole, but he's managed to make up the positions. And Luke having a very good race at the moment, riding well. Position changes. He's gone up 11 positions better from where he started into the podium positions. And I won't
The
jinx him
Italians
yet.
and the Germans
He has
mowing
gone
through
into
the
the
fields
pits.
in Belgium today.
There's
Wouldn't be the first time now, would it?
There's another one. I mean, I think Kimmy wins this. Favorite radio message, and it's just him saying "effing finally."
I've not heard any of.
Was that the radio message after the win last night, Kimmy? We have to know.
He won not Australia. He won Australia, didn't he? So I don't know what he's. What are you waiting for, Kimmy? Try waiting like 50 races for a podium.
Oh,
Then
we got a
you'll know how
yellow
it
in
feels.
sector 3. What's happened in sector 3?
Oh, it's a
Baby
I think it's
Adopoulos.
It's Baby Adopoulos. We've not had a great race today, really. Yelling's in
Bradders,
the pits
Bradders
again.
telling me I
Lots
can
of
keep
shots.
my seat if I get a Grand Slam.
So what's the stat?
So I'm
So
back-
it was a pleasure
back-
knowing you.
Back to the employment line
That's the
for
second
me.
job you've lost in NXR in the space of a season.
Back to the employment line for me. Oh, we've got a yellow in sector 3. Baby
And
Adopoulos is
Baby Adopoulos
retired.
is retired in the pit lane, I believe.
Yeah, he was going into the pits.
Oh wait, he's retired in the pit lane, like not quit. That's surely a safety car then.
Ooh.
If he's retired and it's on the track, it's a safety car and the pit lane's shut. But if you're a Mercedes, feel free to go through it anyway and get yourself 30-second time penalty.
The Mercedes, both of them. Oh, Manoy's retired from the session. Is that in the pits or is
that's
that
on track? And
Safety
it is
car!
a safety car. And the medium runners are absolutely loving this. Alpa probably not so much.
We have got a safety car 13 laps in.
Let's try and get
To the Belgium Grand Prix.
Nobody had gone past the pit lane. So Gregor Mullin is probably going to be leading this race because Crazy Griefer had just boxed.
Oh no!
So he's coming down the straight now. And I have a feeling he'll be braking the Delta a little bit to try and get track position. Gregor Mullin is going into the final quarter. I think Crazy Griefer is going to keep this. He is. He's going to keep this.
Well, Baby Adopoulos saying his wheel just popped off.
Anyone taking a risk
Whoa!
here?
Raz having a massive
not
slide
taking a
coming
risk.
out of the pit. I don't know how he's managed to keep that going. That was almost...
Baby Adopoulos said he doesn't know how, but his car just exploded.
Oh.
Oh god, right, okay, I had a joke. I'm not gonna say it. Because I like my job. And I think we made enough of it today. I will tell you afterwards, so I think it's quite
Great. Brothers has just put ...
Yep. That's about right.
Now the
Brothers
question
has to deal
is,
with me all day, though, so-
Jay, well, how is this safety car going to shake up this grid now? Because
Well, it looks like everybody that was on the mediums that hadn't already boxed has got a free box. But what I'm noticing here is the top 5 all had phenomenal pace, yes, but Gregor Mullen, the only one without a time penalty. So let's have a little look at everybody's time penalties.
Eugenio,
Oil Pits 9 seconds.
Eugenio saying my time is now when he's plumb last.
Yes, but you're underestimating the power of Eugenio.
Oh, am I? Ah, I see.
There you are.
I see.
Yeah. I'll have you know his front wing is very strong.
Anyway, under these safety car conditions, I have a question for you, Jay Wall, and for the chat. How's your 50p for who you think is going to win? Has it changed now seeing what's happened?
No, because he's DNF'd, but I think he'll come back to life, lap everybody, win.
Who is your 50p now on?
Gregor. Pole to win. Pretty nice. Good day for Ferrari. Other than maybe Johan running down P12, but he's got a chance now to show his pace, to make a recovery. Tyres.
CD saying Williams solid here. Running a very good race for you, CD. Merck and Williams both looking good. You will be a very happy man by the end of this if this stays the way that it is. Let's just hope I didn't comms curse it. CD, if I have, I'm sorry. I'm just riding on board with Raz and watching the front three. Well, we've got Crazy Griefer who's doing a bit of weaving. Gregor is now weaving. He was doing a Kimi Raikkonen prior to this. And Luke doing a lot of weaving.
I have had a tag somewhere, but I don't know what it is.
You've had a tag somewhere, but you don't know where it is.
Tag. Yeah.
It might have been me
Oh.
before the race.
Okay. Right, so I think this is a good time to remind everyone that if you're a Sky Q or Sky Glass customer, you can watch the highlights next to the live action by pressing the red button now. So for all your highlights today, like, I don't know, every driver under the sun spinning,
Let me guess.
you gotta go down to tier 3 for good driving, lots, you know. You gotta go down to tier 3, tier 1, tier 2 washed. Yeah, all
Tier
the
3 's
great
where it's
drivers
at.
want to be in tier 3.
All of the legends of NXR racing tier 3.
Tier 3, yeah.
That's where it's at.
And you,
Yep.
of course. So this race, this race is looking like it could get interesting now because that DRS train that we saw before has now been reset.
Well, I mean,
Hajime
Hurdle,
says T3 here I come.
Hurdle's saying Hurdle's still got this.
Oh no, Hajino's coming down to tier 3 just to end my chances of any future podiums. Oh god, no!
It's happened again.
Obviously I kid, Hajino, I kid, of course.
It's happened again. But when this safety car comes in, Crazy Griefer is going to be leading the pack away. Do we reckon he's going to try and keep weaving to get the tyres all good, or is he just going to completely send it as soon as the safety car's
I
in?
think it'll be interesting because he knows he's got 3 seconds. He needs to pull away. He can't get
Safety
caught
car's
in, a
in
fight,
this
Gregor.
lap.
So let's see what he does.
Safety car is in this lap, so Crazy Griefer is now going to be controlling the pace of the grid. It's going to be a
And
very
he is taking
interesting
his
start.
time. We'll watch Gregor Mullen, who I believe we can still get alongside on this.
Whoa!
We hadn't
Oh my-
updated that.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Did you have some sort of glitch there?
Raz lagged on my screen into the barrier. And I thought he was at the race, but then I went
Brad is
onto his
redeemed
car.
hydrate. What?
Oh, hydrate.
And I would also like to remind you to don't forget to sanitize.
I'm not doing that, but
Just
anyway,
as we're talking
here
about-
we go.
Well,
Crazy
we're talking about
Grief.
radio, but never mind.
Crazy Grief is called Gregor.
And he's got that brilliantly. He's called that one.
He's-
And maybe backed him up into Luke Watkins here, who's also got 3 seconds. So that would be a Crazy Grief and masterclass. And he has pulled 9/10 of a second as well.
Here goes Luke. Let's see what he can do. While I hydrate. You're welcome,
Icelandic Rob
brothers.
gets past Johan, who's on the medium tyre for some reason, and so is Shaman. Maybe they're thinking towards the end of the race they get better.
Here comes Luke. Is he going to try and up and
Here
move on
comes Luke.
Gregor
He's going to
Mullen?
try and do it. Gregor Mullen going to have to defend
Oh,
him
it's
for the car.
ambitious,
Great
Luke.
legs. Oh, and it
Luke's
catches Luke, and I
fine.
have to say, I think, for my ex-professional FIA opinion, that will be an NFA.
Oh, and he spun again.
Oh, Luke.
Oh,
had
that's
it
so
podium.
unfortunate for Luke.
Luke's completed his transformation into J-Wall on the podium and messes it up on his own accord.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Welcome to the
for
club,
Luke.
Luke.
Running in the podium positions, and one move has messed his race up, and he spun again.
Oh, Luke. Oh. That has just gone from bad to worse at actual
Oh, and he's
rock
lost his front
bottom
wing now.
for the AlphaTauri driver, who's still out on track. But you have to say, I don't think he cares that he's out on track right now. It's not looking good. for
Oh,
him.
Luke's retired. There we go. He's tried to
Luke,
get the car
yeah,
straight, and he's
on
retired.
track.
He's tried to get
I
the
don't blame him,
tyres.
but that's still illegal, I believe. So.
He's tried to get the tyres warmed up by the looks of things, and he's just.
Orange Raccoon's left the session.
Oh.
P4, and he will get swallowed. And as Brewmaster makes the first one, then General Jake is going to say, right, thank you very much. I'll take that position off you. He needs to get back in, or else he risks being about P8. Al and General Jake's pass. Jeff Master Flash gets a good exit. He is now passed as well. Almost, actually.
Wookie in chat saying the Ferraris like killing the Hondas at this track. You know, I've got nothing to say. No comment. Oh, we've got a little battle going on. Oh yeah, I was going to say a little battle between...
Alpha's going to get passed as well.
Oh no!
Gale Force potentially eyeing up this position.
Brewmaster picks up a 3-second time penalty.
And Brewmaster, by the way, P4. General Jake, no penalties. He's going to do it again. It's happened again, lots.
Oh my god, there is no
Everybody,
way.
all aboard the General Jake hype train.
The General Jake hype train is well and truly in motion. Honest Raccoon's
Maybe
back.
a title charge. Consistency is key. We all know that. There's no man more consistent than NXR in any tier right now. More consistent than this man for me. He has been phenomenal, and he's found another level.
And he
of
always
consistency
manages,
this
and he
season.
always manages to keep himself clean with penalties. I never really see Jake get penalties in races.
Exactly. That's what he does so well. I think C. Davies pulling the ultimate
Consistency is
decision
key.
to
Like
take
C.
General
Davies
Jake.
has just said, consistency is key, and Jake has the consistency to maybe put a title charge on this season. Oil Prince is retired.
Oh, Oil Prince is retired on track.
Is it going to
Possibly
be a
another
safety car?
It's a safety car, and we've just
It's a
got
safety
DRS
car.
activated, and it's back offline again.
Here we
It's almost
go.
like the Imola Grand Prix. No DRS at all.
We have another safety
And
car on lap
You get a
18.
DRS train, and you get a DRS train.
Everyone gets a DRS train.
So here's the interesting part now. Probably I predict the safety car to stay until lap 20. Meaning we'll probably get 2 laps of racing. Do you stay out, or do you box for new stops?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what calls people make.
Because I think
once
the
again-
new stops might make some position.
Once again, J-Will, the safety car in the later stages of a race around Spa. We had this yesterday with Tier 1, obviously, and we saw the outcome
I think it's most races in the NXR, to be fair.
True. We saw the outcome
People just
yesterday
get desperate towards the end.
of obviously Kimi winning
the
the Grand Prix.
Can you... My delta's effed. My delta's done.
Your delta's
my
done?
Intervals. Yeah, my intervals are done. Like, they're not showing anything, just plus minus for anyone across the line before the safety car came out.
Yep, same with me.
This probably could lead to a timing glitch. Yeah, just to put that out there.
Just a little bit. So
We're going to look at penalties.
we apologise
because
if there's a timing
we can.
glitch.
Raza 6 seconds. Crazy Griefer, who's probably been absolutely royally screwed over by this safety car. 3 seconds. Brewmaster 3 seconds. Jaffmaster 3 seconds. Sciatic Hurdle 6 seconds. Honest Raccoon 6 seconds. Hedginio 3 seconds. And Shaman 3 seconds.
Almost half the
Shaman
grid
really close enough to box again instantly. Just try and find that out. I think Shaman's got 3 stops. Yeah, he boxed again. He was quick enough to react when the safety car first came out to box again instantly.
Is he going to try and make some positions off the start then? On the softs?
Now, is anyone boxing at all here?
Doesn't look like it. The top 5 have decided not to box.
Would be very, very, very silly. Maybe if you're at the back. And we do see somebody, Honest Raccoon.
Honest Raccoon has
what
got
have
into
I
the
got to
pits.
lose now?
Yeah, what has he got to lose?
Luke Watkins decided to say, can't handle getting overtake, absolute knob. Now, I have to say, Luke, having watched it live, I think that may have been your fault, or at least NFA. I would watch it again before, getting over, over the top about it. I understand that in the race, it gets a bit heated. But I think I would definitely recommend watching it again and seeing if your opinion changes on it at all. And that's all I think we'll say about that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
There.
I could not agree
Honestly,
more.
if you watched it again and you still think, look, we watched it live. We were watching you, mate. But honestly, if you watch it again and you still think that it was, obviously Gregor Mullen's fault, then I would submit it into incident report, and obviously it'll be investigated thoroughly by the FIA.
Oh, I've got a good stat.
I think, has anyone shouted out Rob yet for his new role in the FIA, taking over Milkman as head of FIA?
No, we haven't.
Really, really consistent, great adjudicator within NXR.
Oh,
we're
very well done for Rob then.
In that position.
So
that is.
Bradders has just informed us that Raza needs to take P2 to be tied with Johan for first if Johan doesn't score.
If Johan doesn't score. Well, Raza has got 6 seconds of time penalties. And
Gregor,
General Jake
none.
has yet again been helped out by a late safety car, but that's not saying that Jake is lucky at all. He has to put himself in this position every week. And he does it brilliantly. He's fast and consistently doesn't get time penalties.
And he doesn't give up in races either. There's so many, chances in races.
In this lap.
There's so many
in this lap.
Ooh. So many chances in races where Jake could just, say, "Oh, I'm not going to bother," because, he could be like so far behind or whatever. Like in France when he crashed in qualifying and he ends up on the podium. There's so many chances where Jake could just say that he's done with it. He always manages to find a way to grab a good result from something where at the start maybe he didn't think he was gonna get a good result.
So we've obviously had 5 drivers out of this Grand Prix. I think Oru's just claimed 3 lives so far.
Yeah, both of the AlphaTauris out of the
thing.
Grand Prix as well.
Oru's washed, or what are we saying? That's not many. Wait till tier 3.
Here we go. Here goes Crazy Brief.
And it's.
He's caught Gregor napping again.
I think Gregor's got a much better start this time than he did before, though.
Yeah, it's a better start, but
fancy
obviously
now.
not the start he would have wanted.
Crazy Griefer's got to pull a second a lap. On 1 lap over the tyres. I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes.
Let's see.
Gregor is going to have 1 lap of DRS, but he doesn't need to get the move done on track unless he makes a mistake with time penalties. So that, for me, has got to be priority number 1. We'll get on board with Alpha, who's going to make the move, and I think we'll get on board with that first, because I don't see another move being made. Oh, Jaffmaster late braking there. Phenomenal.
Oh.
The 2 Red Bulls giving it a go.
They're giving it their everything. Raz is not far behind.
Johan's about to make a move. And he does, and Hurdle stuck it back up the inside, made a bit of contact, forced Johan wide. Rob is going to have a good battle here as well. So Sciatic Hurdle's got much better traction there for Kuon. Petuano and Rob, Gale Force and Rob, I am really sorry there, Petuano.
Rob's given.
And Gale Force made contact. Gale Force, I'm not entirely sure, I didn't quite see that.
Bit of a push off track, I think.
I
Think there was a little bit of Wheel bashing, can you go down at the end of the results, please, so it makes it easier for us FIA?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
There you go, you have been told. But here we go, Crazy Groof has crossed the line. There is this lap and one more lap left of the Belgian Grand Prix in Tier 2. Crazy Groofer is in the lead, but it's Gregor Mullen, if he can keep this gap, who will win the Grand Prix because of Crazy Groofer's penalty.
He needs to not make mistakes. He needs to not make mistakes.
It's going to be crucial 2 laps now for Gregor. Can he finally take home the win that he should have maybe got in Australia and France?
Ewan is in the points right now, which is pretty good for Ewan, and I think we might be speaking to Jake again.
It's going to be great to speak to Jake again, because I guarantee you, when I interview him, if I do, which is looking highly likely at the moment, he will say that he was not expecting a podium.
I think he should be expecting a podium now, though. And we might
Oh,
be speaking
Yellen
to
in
Alpha.
sector 2, Hurdle's out, Hurdle's retired.
Oh, Hurdle. Getting so close there.
Hurdle is
Finishing this
out.
race.
What a shame for Hurdle. After having a really good
No
start and
safety
making
car,
up
of
a
course.
load of positions, he is now out of the race.
No, it's pretty much between Crazy Groofer and Alpha, I think, for the final podium spot. Penalties.
Alpa's gonna throw himself into this.
He's going to make the overtake on Jaff, though.
Can we show pens?
I don't know if I'm allowed to on the last lap for the drama of crossing the line. But I do need to show them for the FIA, so there you go. You've seen enough of that one to see it, so now we'll... That's just for the FIA's purpose.
You've seen enough, but here we go. We're on the last lap
DRS
of the
enabled
Grand
as well.
Prix, and DRS has
Can
been
Gregor Mullen
enabled.
do this on track? I'm sure you'll want to.
It might feel a bit more sweeter if he can do this on track.
Obviously, there's always the risk that someone might get a penalty removed. So,
Yeah, of
if Ewan
course.
takes 10 seconds and cuts the corner. Oh, what happened to
Ooh.
Ewan? I didn't even see anything happen to Ewan. He's in the points.
I think there was a little bit of him getting caught up with Hurdle's retirement.
Here he comes. The Scottish man on a mission. Gets close, but not close
Yeah,
enough.
not close enough to make the move.
Alpa past Jaffmaster, that's the important one.
But
But as it stands, I don't think
Brewmaster
close enough to
is
really
getting
do it.
awfully close to the back of Raz. Is he going to try and eye up a move on this last lap of the race? Oh, he's picked up a 3
Brewmaster
second
gets
time
another
penalty.
penalty.
And
That's
that is
done
him.
him, that has.
That is him out of contention. But could it be both Williams will finish on the podium? Could it be?
Quite possibly.
Could it be?
Quite possibly.
Could it be happiness for
I don't
CD?
see Jake holding him up. Actually, I do see Jake holding him up. I do see Jake holding him up because Jake won't want to lose this out.
But here we go. Crazy Griefer is rounding the final few corners.
This is a battle for the podium as far as I see between Jake and Alpa.
Crazy Griefer has rounded the final
Griefer
corner.
has done phenomenally. He'll cross the line first. But he won't win the Belgian Grand Prix.
It's Gregor
Mullen
Mullen who wins!
the Belgian Grand Prix.
And Jake is on the podium.
Crazy Griefer P2. Alpa just missing out today.
Raz P5, Rue P6, another
And
great
Hedginho
points
takes
finish for him.
points. Hedginho's in the
Hedginho has
points.
finished in the points.
P10, Shaman just missing out by 1.5 seconds.
Hedginho has finished in the points.
So McMorton take 1 point today, and it's courtesy of this man right here, Hedginho.
But it
But
is
your race winner,
Gregor Mullen
Gregor
who
Mullen.
wins. Finally, after 2
I'm sorry, I think
races
this
of being
warrants
unlucky.
Yes!
It's been said once, it's been said twice, and now it has been said 3 times.
He was
Finally,
faster than a
he gets
Porsche
his
tank
win.
through the fields of Ardennes here today. 5 times, ladies and gentlemen, 5 times. It's just as funny as the first time I said it. I almost skipped the podium celebrations again.
Nearly.
Nearly. It's because I'm so used to doing that on I do races, I do. So yeah, almost just ruined someone's magic moment.
But there we go. Gregor Mullen wins the Belgian Grand Prix with Crazy
Honestly,
Griefer
I'll just have
P2, and General Jake finishing his second race in a row with a podium. Alpa rounding out another good race, well, a good race for Williams in P4. CD will be very happy with that one. Mercedes, Raz in P5, Alpine, Roux in P6, Rob for Red Bull in P7, Jaff for Haas in P8, Petuardo for the other Alpine in P9, and Eugenio taking the final points position of the race in the McLaren.
Just going through the incident section of the race director report here because I want to just get everyone's warnings on, so just in case. The amount of incidents there was at that Grand Prix.
Oh dear. Brothers saying 6 out of 8 points finishers. He's one happy chappy. Unfortunate extra time penalty for Roux, but a valiant effort from P20, may we add. Roux has worked up from P20 to P6.
Definitely a contender for driver of the day, but while we're on the courtesy of on the topic, courtesy, while we're on the topic of driver of the day, courtesy of Remaster, why don't we discuss who your driver of the day is just before we get, of course, third place into the party?
I think my driver of the day, personally, has to be Jake. I think he's 15th on the grid. He's drove a very, very good race, second podium of the season. You know, maybe after that qualifying, Jake had some doubts that he could get a good result. Maybe points were on the card, but another podium, he will be over the moon with that, and he tops it off by bringing home a really good result for Williams. Obviously, outperforming his teammate, which he will also take into consideration. But yeah, I think Jake would be my bid for driver of the day, and then obviously Roux, working from P20 to P6.
I completely agree there, but I'm going to say Gregor for me. I think it was close between Gregor, Jake and Roux, but I think first warrants no explanation.
So I've been
informed
that Jake cannot do an interview. So we might just have to get
getting so used
Crazy
to the podiums now. He
Griefer.
doesn't really care. He's on Do Not Disturb, so let's see if he gets this. I, of course, let you take the lead once because.
Of course.
Yeah, you do such a great job of it.
But what a crazy race!
Crazy Griefer till 19 minutes past, and if not, we'll just get Gregor, and it'll be a 1 of 3.
We can talk to the race winner if we can't get Crazy Griefer in. Let me at him in the.
Oh, look at what I missed.
Me come for an interview. Let's ask Crazy Griefer. Eugenio is saying, get me for an interview instead.
How am I just gonna settings?
Crazy Griefer cannot join for an interview, so you know what that means. We've got to get Mr. Gregor Mullen in and invite him for an interview. Our race winner, finally. Getting our race winner in for an interview to talk about his experience.
That's a Carden.
At the
He's getting fucking relegated.
At the
Jake
says this is his summary. Jake said this is his summary. I'm very happy about that race. No penalties is the way to go. I am very thankful to Williams and CD for everything. I'm so happy about the result. Britain next week is one of my strongest tracks. Gonna do my best and get no penalties again. GG's to everyone. And then put at the end, say that. So there you go, that's word from Jake. But I'm joined by the race winner. Hello, Gregor Mullen. Make sure you've included your audio. Hello. Firstly, well done on the win.
Thanks.
That seemed very hard fought and also very stressful. From your perspective, what did you think of it overall? Was it as stressful as it looked for us, or were you quite calm and content throughout?
Yeah, it was pretty stressful. It's not the easiest of tracks. It's one of the longest in F1, so it's a lot to take in over a lap, especially even qualifying wet going in back into dry. But it was a good race. I had the upper advantage with the penalties, obviously because basically I got one pretty early on, and I knew I had that to just content with. So yeah, it was pretty easy after that.
Yeah, and obviously Crazy Groove had pushed you to the limit, and you know, obviously he's going to be one of the ones up there for the rest of the season. Do you see yourself having more battles with him in the future throughout the season?
Yeah, he's a good racer. He's good over 1 lap pace, and kind of like myself, just need to keep it on the track sometimes. But yeah, he's a good racer, and just it's going to be a tough battle for the championship, that's for sure.
And finally, as well, you've got that win. Obviously, you had the bad luck in Australia, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
And then obviously had the pole in France and dropped the positions off the start, and then obviously again today dropped a few positions off the start. What happened at the start? Was it just not getting off the line properly, or?
Yeah, I've just been struggling since switching to no traction. Just can't find any grip off the start. Don't know what it's, if it's like a tyre warm-up thing or. But yeah, just kind of struggle off the start. So that's something I definitely need to work on.
Yeah, well, it just seemed a very good race from your perspective, and you know, all good from you. You've kept your nose clean. Obviously, you know, an incident, but that can obviously be talked about elsewhere, not on here. We won't mention that on here. But yeah, well done for the win. Finally, it's come to you. I just have one final question. Do you reckon, with the pace that you have, and if you put in a few good results on the next tracks, do you reckon you can contend for being up there with the championship?
100%. It's one of these things that I've just not had a lot of time to practice. I mean, even today I was maybe not even going to race tonight, but it's just one of these things. Just get my head down, knuckle down, and learn the tracks. But yeah, I want to be up there. I definitely believe that I can be up there for wins and podiums most weeks, but it's going to be hard with the people behind me.
Well done for the win. I don't know if Jay Will has any questions. I don't even know if he's here, quite frankly.
Oh, don't worry, I would never miss this interview. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit of a fan.
But yeah, I don't know if you have any
anything to
questions.
add. I haven't got anything to add. I just want to say great race, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, just keeping it clean, not getting a penalty, and doing what must be done. So, yeah, well done.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. See you next race.
So yeah, see you next race.
Hopefully
Thanks,
on the podium.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that was your race winner, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a phenomenal Belgian Grand Prix. Who knows? Maybe 3 weeks and we'll be in France.
Rinse for the evening.
This is my last one. I've done a few. You've been watching Round 3, Season 6, Tier 3? Tier 2? That's on Wednesday. I've been Jay Wolf.
And I've been Notty.